All right, everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the AmpTweaker Big Rock Pro 2. I've seen a lot of videos online on the original Big Rock Pro from AmpTweaker, but I think I found one review of the Big Rock Pro 2, so I thought I'd share a little bit about it and give you a lot of listens with different pickups. I have Paul Reed Smith McCarty 594. I'm going to be playing it from. I'm also going to be playing Zach Myers. We'll be listening to it on an ESP with active EMGs. We're going to be listening to it from some Epiphone Les Paul humbuckers and some other Paul Reed Smiths. I also have a old Lotus Les Paul style guitar with some Seymour Duncan antiquities in them. So we're going to try to get a good range of sound for you guys. I'm going to be recording out of a Mesa Boogie Nomad 45 head. Yeah, so let's get going. All right, here's the Big Rock Pro 2 from AmpTweaker. I'm just going to kind of go through some of the settings, point out some things I do, some things I don't like about it. I've had this pedal for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks now, so I've gotten a little bit of a chance to play around with it and kind of get to know what it's all about. So this is the clean tone that we're working with. This is, again, a PRS McCarty 594. So, all right, let's turn it on. So, I've got pretty much everything kind of dialed in the middle, more or less. Actually, one thing, I don't know if you can tell in the video very well, but one thing I'm not a big fan of on this pedal is the knobs. They look really cool, but in practicality, you know, I haven't done a show yet with this pedal, so I don't know how it'll be in you know, stage lighting, but it's really hard to tell where the knob is actually set. They have this beautiful gold finish, but then the actual part of the dial that points to where it is kind of hard to see, in my opinion. So that's kind of one point of frustration I've had with it, but not a big deal. So again, you've got on the far left, you have volume, that's self-explanatory, resonance. Now this has been something that I've really learned to appreciate. And then middle. And all the way, oh, that's the wrong one, and all the way up. So, it just kind of basically gives it some beef. Who doesn't like beef? So I like that. I usually leave it about zeroed out, but it's nice to be able to tweak as needed depending on what guitar and amp you're playing. So, and then of course presence. These, I've noticed too, they have a really nice variety of sound. They're extremely tweakable, if you will. So we're going to turn that almost down all the way. And middle. And almost all the way up. So, again, I find a lot of these settings give you a lot to work with, to the point where the extreme of either end starts to become almost unusable. Which I kind of like, because then that gives you a wide range to work with in pretty much any scenario. So, low. Put it in the middle. And up. And love that. I mean, it's got a huge sound. Mid got high. And of course the gain. Now, one thing that this pedal does not do is it's not going to give you a kind of overdrive sound. This thing is pretty much all out. Even when it's pretty low gain, it's pretty aggressive. So, I mean, this is where it really shines. And there is a lot of gain on tap here. I mean, you can really push this thing. So, love it. Tight. This is something that I don't think I've really seen on many pedals, is the effect that this gives. Now, off, it's like it's just kind of inactive. You're going to get your normal sound. As you turn this up, it's basically going to tighten up your chugs. It kind of takes away some of that low end that can kind of make it sound a little bit muddled. I honestly am not a huge fan of it. Sometimes I have it on a little bit, but it really can suck out a lot of the life of the tone. All right, so now on to some of the other settings. So we have I guess you can't see it very well. We've got this. There we go. This defizz. Now, this is kind of neat. It basically takes out some of that harsh high end. Not super noticeable, but depending on the situation, I have heard it, depending on what guitar I'm playing, I have heard it definitely make an improvement. Mid boost speaks for itself. And plexi, this makes a huge difference here. It's going to give it that Marshall plexi type of feel. Smooth, basically, to me, is the makes it sound bad switch. I don't know. That doesn't do it for me. I haven't found a scenario yet where I actually like the sound of that. It basically might as well be called remove the life of the pickup switch. It just, it doesn't do it for me. So, and then of course, the last one we have here, this little knob back here, is a gate. It works well. I mean, it really does cut out pretty much any noise. I almost think it's a little more useful than the tight as far as kind of just tightening things up, making it not quite feel as loose. But I love the flexibility that all of those settings gives you. I mean, it's in a lot of ways, it almost feels like you're getting two pedals in one, which I absolutely love. And of course, it has a boost, so you can independently adjust the volume of the boost as well as the gain Let's crank this up. Love it. All right, so that's kind of an overview of it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of zero or put these in the middle, zero these out, and we're going to go through some other guitars and hear how it sounds with a variety of different pickups. All right, we're going to run through some different guitars and pickups and kind of give you a good overall idea of what the tone signature is of this pedal. I've got everything pretty much in the middle. I've got the plexi and mid boost and all that stuff shut off. This is just kind of the bare bones. This is what this pedal sounds like untweaked. So that's neck pickup. Sorry, that was bridge pickup. This is middle. And neck pickup. All right, this is a Lotus Les Paul style guitar, and this has Seymour Duncan antiquities in it. We're going to start with the bridge pickup. All right, and to the middle pickup. And the neck. All right, this is an ESP with active EMG 81 and I think 85 on the neck. So we're going to start with the bridge position. All right, middle position. All right, and neck. All right, this is a Zach Myers PRS with 245S PRS pickups. These are basically just kind of a hot PAF kind of style. A little bit more aggressive. I can't remember what the output is on these, but let's have a listen. All right, middle position. Neck position. All right, this is a 2016 PRS SE Custom 24. It has the vintage bass pickup at the neck and the HFS pickup at the bridge. neck position. Thanks for watching my video on the AmpTweaker Pro Rock 2. I hope that you appreciated some variety in pickups and kind of getting a taste for what this thing sounds like. You know, I think that this is an awesome pedal. I didn't even go over all the extra features it has. It's got quite a few options for sidetrack send return, global send return, boost send return. It also has a balanced output for recording, and it also has a cab simulator, ground lift, fat normal, fat boost. I mean, this thing is easily 3 pedals in one. It's just a fantastic pedal for the money. So again, the only bad thing I can say about it is it's sometimes kind of hard to read the dials and where they're at, given the lighting. But overall, a great pedal. If you have any questions or your thoughts, if you have any experience with this pedal, go ahead and put it in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe. Thanks.